Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And some room to work. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
I went twice today. Yes. Outside for like 3 hours. Yeah.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Taken in by his running back. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The ball carried.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
He's brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, shit. I should have just threw it over there.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Quinnen Williams drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is wrapped down Broadway.
I was going to throw it.
On the board, but still trailing.
I wanted to first.
These kickers now used to be the
This shit's hurting me, bro. I'm gonna be done, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare
This shit is not healing. This shit is done on. I'm telling you, football is not for me. I'm not young no more, man.
All-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's like greedy.
Down he goes. Well, they go to play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Oh, he should have got blasted.
He gets halfway there.
He should have got blasted, bro. He should have got blasted on that.
2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is
And his kick is right through.
The score, Jets 14, Lions 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Open man is Kirk, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
18-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they run with Ware. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
At the 20, so the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. There'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
He was tackled at the 40.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Handoff looking right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Well, this one is tight end out on the right side. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Score Jets 35, Lions 6.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Contact, popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Open man is Cameron Batson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Ware. That comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Return, but now the 40's all the way down on the 37.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches wanted to catch the football first.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for the end zone.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Buying time to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a